Hey Whitehill, I hope that you were able to follow the directions with the Sun, Earth, and Moon interactions and orbiting and perspectives. But in case it got a little tricky or maybe you didn't have a ping pong ball at home, I thought I would do a quick video for you. And with my amateur videography, hopefully the camera doesn't shake too much and you can see what I'm trying to do. So bear with me. Okay, so we've got a dark room. We've got a sun again. And we've got the earth. And we've got the moon. And what I wanted you to be able to see is that from a perspective of outer space, not just on Earth, the moon is half illuminated at all times and half dark. Whatever side happens to be facing the sun is illuminated, always. The only time it doesn't is when it goes behind the Earth, when its orbit is in line with the Earth, and that's called a lunar eclipse. And that happens every about 2.5 to 3 years, depending where on the So, hopefully that was fairly straightforward. Now, the next part was to get Earth's perspective, not outer space's perspective. So I'm going to bring the sun up here a little bit. And the camera, that's you, that's your eyes. You are seeing a new moon right here, where you are seeing none of the illuminated side. And as it still goes around and around, you can now see a crescent. That's because you can only see a little bit of the illuminated side. That's called a waxing crescent. As the moon is getting, the illuminated side is getting bigger and bigger, that's called waxing. Then you get to a quarter moon where you see half illuminated, half dark. And it continues, you start seeing more and more of the illuminated side. That's called a gibbous moon. So right now it's a waxing gibbous moon when it's more than halfway illuminated until it is behind you. And that's when you get to a full moon. Unless it's a lunar eclipse. Full moon. Coming around, and as the illuminated side is getting smaller and smaller, let's see, it is said to be waning. It's a waning gibbous moon now, where it's still mostly illuminated, but we're seeing some more of that dark side until it comes back around and all the way back to. Now that would be a solar eclipse, which happens from somewhere, some perspective on Earth about every 18 months, but doesn't happen in the same location for anywhere between 350 to over 400 years. And we just had one around here, was that 2 or 3 years ago? So we probably will not experience one here in California for quite some time. All right, I hope my demonstration was helpful for you to visualize what I was hoping for you to experience. All right, take care. See you soon.